Recording is on. Thank you. Okay, welcome to Sister Science. Welcome to our annual Reflect Envision workshop. I feel like this started probably 2019, maybe 2018. I'm not quite positive when, but we have made it an anchor. I want you to just know that tonight the goal is you. There will be lots of opportunity for you to share and reflect. And I might do that after I turn the recording off so that you can really feel free to just share whatever you like and know that it's not going to get distributed to anyone. But this process is one that aligns with Ayurveda really well, because when things sit right in us, they digest easily and they move through our digestive system. It's like when you eat food that your body knows how to digest, it easily goes through and it just extracts all the goodness, pulls it in to nourish your body and your cells and all the layers of your being. And then when it finds what it can't use or what is no longer nourishing to you, it just puts that in the waste stream and it knows how to release that from the body. And everyone here on this call knows that we need to digest our whole lives, everything that we experience, not just our food. So anything that comes in through our five senses that we see, hear, touch, smell, and what we taste. And so our goal is to be able to take this time tonight. We'll probably divide it out like half an hour for the 2024, and then we'll spend half an hour switching the page and sort of turning the page in your notebook to 2025. And we do a future self meditation. So we look at it in a completely different way than trying to make resolutions. Because your future self, she is fierce and wild and brave and bold and healthy and strong. And she has a lot of advice for you. So we're just going to go and find her and listen to her. So I think that's my preamble. I want you to know that in this Sister Science community, our goal is to pad out the free offerings that get to be extra bonuses to help you get your habits under control, challenges for that, to practice yoga in your daily life, to understand meditation even more, and then to have access to the different voices of the people that are in the community. That's our goal. The Year View is registering for January 12th, I think, is my last day of registration for the new year. So if it's something that you're considering, then this is the best pricing I've had since 2018 when I started the course. And it's scaled pricing. So you can choose one of sort of 3 slots to see where you sit and see what feels best for you. So absolutely feel free to check in with that and see the new pricing and see how it fits with what might be available in your own kind of financial commitment world. All right, that being said, we're going to launch in. 2024, we're going to do a meditation. And when we come up and out of the meditation, that's when you'll have your notebook and pen ready. And I'll just cue you and give you about 10 minutes to write when we're done the meditation. So sink in. Feel your seat and feel your feet. And choose whether or not you close your eyes or gaze down. Allow your awareness to come to your breath. Start to notice the cadence of that breath. Witnessing the rhythm as you inhale and exhale. Notice the reach of that breath as you invite it deeper into the cells of the body, as if every inhale can reach to the tips of your fingers and tips of your toes. You're relaxing your chin and shrugging your shoulders and letting your weight sink into your hips, and still feeling the inhale sort of rise in the body. Practice withdrawal of the senses here. So you turn your eyes inward and stop seeking to filter the world outside of you, instead letting that gaze be inward, seeking to listen and understand the world within. Practice dharana, single pointed focus, setting the intention for this next hour to just be present to you, to the messages, however they choose to come from you, for you. Perhaps as downloads from the universe, perhaps as whispers from the body, nudges from the intuition, or thoughts floating through your mind, emotions on your heart. All different ways that your body speaks to you. Just knowing that you've come here to listen. And feel that line of connection just drop through all the koshas, all the layers of your being, through the physical body, the breath body, the mental emotional body, the intuitive body, right to your core, right to the deep wise place within that bliss body, Anandamaya kosha. Lovely. We're meeting here on December 18th, 2024. We're dropping a pin in time, a pin that we can look back on and look forward from. I'd like you to trace the months of the year backwards through the year, back to January of 2024. And just feel the year in its entirety. I want you to think about last winter. The blessings and the challenges. Think about milestones that might have happened in that time period. Lessons that showed up in life. Turning points. And accomplishments. January, February, March. Officially April. Still winter, maybe. And then let yourself think about spring, April, May, June. What were the big things that happened for you then? Milestones, lessons, turning points, accomplishments. Blessings and challenges. And then turn your page to summer. Feel the warmth and heat, the sunshine in the long summer days of July, August. Officially September. Was happening for you in those moments, in those months? Blessings and challenges. Milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, lessons, turning points, shifts that happened, wins, accomplishments. And then move to winter. Feeling in the summer turn to fall, October, November, this half month of December. What's been happening most recently in your world? Blessings, challenges, milestones, turning points, accomplishments, lessons. I want you to breathe it all in. Notice the emotion around it. Perhaps the different emotions. What feels like it's complete and what feels like it's still processing. What can you take away with gratitude from this year? Take a nice deep breath as you ask that question. What can you take away with gratitude from this year? What are you ready to release? Take a nice deep breath as you ask yourself that question. What do you want to release? It's no longer serving you. It's old and it feels heavy and cumbersome. Feels like a weight that you do not need to drag into the next year. And I want you to say thank you. Not for any one thing in particular, not for the good messages only, or not the bad, but just for the data, for the information, for your body's ability to share and tell you and remember and point things out. Just say thank you to yourself for the part of you that took notes all year long, that knows exactly where you are, what you've been through, and what you want to pack into the new year, and what you want to leave here. Deepen your breath again. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes and just begin to write. Perhaps you're writing the months of the year, and you're writing blessings and challenges in 2 columns. Maybe you've got the workshop pages and you're using those. Maybe you're writing 4 quadrants: lessons, milestones, accomplishments, turning points. I'm going to set the timer right now, and I'm going to give you 8 minutes to write. I'm trying to give you in the chat, give you the things to come back to consider. Milestones. Blessings and challenges of 2024. Lessons, milestones, accomplishments, turning points. There's 2 questions to answer at the to help you finalize 2024. What can you bring forward with gratitude? What do you want to release? You've got a minute and a half left. Turning points can be shifts in a stage of life, shifts in jobs, relationships, homes, places of residence, milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, births, deaths. Accomplishments. This can be personal, this can be family, financial, spiritual, health. And life lessons, realizations about patterns, seeing outdated beliefs, giving yourself the opportunity to change them. And before I finish 2024, I just want to ask you one question in which is there anything that needs further digestion? When something is undigested in us, remember that it creates ama. So it creates that gunk, that buildup. And as much as it can, it can be plaque in your arteries. This one is metabolic. This one is energetic. But if there is anything that needs more processing, maybe you're just going to write yes or no. And if there is something that needs more processing, I want you to write down some commitment to yourself to process. Do you need another hour to write at some point in the next couple weeks? Do you need a walk and talk book with a trusted friend? Do you need to book in with your therapist or counselor? Is there something that you want to ensure that you don't carry with you in terms of the gunk that it leaves in that energetic body? Disease creating gunk, Avama. So just if necessary, make that commitment to yourself. Whatever you need to do to sort of end that, draw a line on your page. Thank you, 2024. All right. Can you guys go down to the little react button and give me like a thumbs up or some little indication that you're like, I'm all good. Yay. Okay. Look at us. Yeah. All right. Nice work. Thank you. All right. As we go into 2025, I would like us to stand. So I'm going to let myself come back and stand. As if you're finding Tadasana in a yoga class, feet grounded, spine tall, crown of your head floating towards the sky. I want you to vision white light coming down through the crown of your head. Vision that white light down through your neck and shoulders and arms. Vision the white light filling your torso, down your chest and rib cage and belly, down your back body, over your hips and bum, and down your legs, over your knees and down your shins and calves and into your feet. This divine white light. You're created by divine white light. You're protected by divine white light. You're surrounded by divine white light. You are ever growing into divine white light. And as your feet ground into the earth below you, I want you to feel the nourishing earth energy. It's heavier, it's denser, drawing up through the soles of your feet. Drawing up through the soles of your feet, commingling with that white light, coming up your legs, to your pelvis, and your belly, through your ribs and armpits, from fingertips to shoulders, till that grounding earth energy reaches right to the crown of your head. And feel the equal balance of that grounding earth energy, probably that kapha energy, mingling with the air and ether energy of the white light coming down through the crown, the universal wisdom, the air and ether, the vata, the prana. And maybe there's a fire, maybe there's the pitta fire, the tejas, the spark of passion where these energies meet and the transformation, the alchemy, the change, the opportunity, the choice. Take a deep breath. I'm going to take you on a little visualization. I'd like you to move in your mind's eye to a year from now. Picture yourself Imagine yourself just waking up. Where are you? I want you to imagine your morning as you get out of bed. Who are you with? Who's in the household with you? What is your morning? What is your mood? What is your health? What is your energy like on this morning as you wake up a year in the future? And as this future you settles into her morning, it's like she wants to speak to you, this 2024 version, just before Christmas, just before the holidays. Does she FaceTime you? Does she call you and say, come on over? I want to sit on the couch and tell you things. I want to talk to you. But imagine you now meeting and greeting this future self. And as you settle into some cozy spot together, what does she want to share with you? How's she feeling about her life, her health, her home, her relationships, her work, her community? How does she feel about herself? What is her relationship to herself? What does she want to tell you about the accomplishments of 2025? What milestones happened and how were they honored? Were there any big turning points she wants to give you a heads up on? What lessons really, really felt like they sunk in? What does she understand now clearly? It feels a bit uh, far away right now. Take a nice deep breath as you listen to her and take it all in. What did she do differently to get these results? What does she want you to know about how you achieve this? If she could give you one piece of advice, what would it be? What would she tell you? I want you to share a hug, say thank you. I want you to say goodbye however you need to say goodbye to this future self. As you move back into the room that you're in, feel your feet on the ground. Connect back to that earth energy. Feel your tall spine and the crown of your head. Connect that crown back into universal energy. White light coming down into the body, the earth energy rising from below. Deep breath. Exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Come back to seated and right. What did she want to tell you? The timer is on. I'll call you back when I'm ready, when you're ready. How does life feel in 2025? milestones, turning points, accomplishments. Make note of how you achieve things in this coming year. What did she share with you about your approach to life? Was it hustle and hard work? Was it ease and flow? Was there a beautiful discipline, but fulfillment? Maybe there was a paradigm shift in terms of your approach to life. You have 2 minutes. You're noting the advice that she left you with for this coming year. You might even be able to translate that advice into goals. Things that you might try and knock off this next year. One minute. So if you haven't started yet, you're thinking about your goals for the coming year. Not so much as resolutions, but just the things that are important to you. What would the big rocks be of 2025 that need to get put in place first before the pebbles, before the sand, before the water, so that 2025 can hold as much as you want it to? So you might write 2 goals, you might write 5, and they could be around home, life, work, community, health. finances, relationships. So there's our timer. Yeah. And when you look at those goals now, I want you to see if there's a phrase, a word, if there's something that looks more important or that stands out. Maybe you wrote it in capital letters. Maybe the word showed up in more than one phrase. Is there an overarching theme? Maybe it is what feeling was prevalent in that meditation. When you were sitting there with your future self, what was the energy that you were experiencing? And is that what you want for yourself for 2025? So I want you to, even if you change it, even if you don't want to like commit, give yourself something to commit to for just this next 5 minutes, a word. And now I want you to look at those goals and look at that word. And I'd like you to change it to I am statements. These are some examples. I am joyful. I am common centered. I am loving in my relationships. I feel connected to my key people. I'm taking care of myself. I am receiving. I am earning. I am showing up. So as you create these I am statements for 2025, it's as if they're words coming out of that future self's mouth. You can just picture her saying them. Well, I am happy. What other words would come out of her mouth? I am. Okay, now you guys know that everything, you're all muted. So I want you to say these things out loud to yourself. Say them out loud. Say them in the same energy that your future self said them to you. Read each statement out loud to yourself. Now I want you to sit with this piece of paper or this journal and put down your pen and pick it up. Maybe it's your whole journal, maybe it's your piece of paper, but I want you to hold it in your hands. Your eyes can be glancing down at your page, or you can be closing your eyes. Let's do a little meditation. Feel this. Feel this as if it is already true. If we were listening to Esther Hicks right now, she'd be like, it's in your vortex. It's already there. It's already lined up waiting for you. What does this look like in your life? How does it feel in your body? What kind of person are you that gets to have this in life? What bold, brave, courageous person creates this experience for themselves? And close your eyes for a moment, and I want you to activate this attention, this intention. I want you to say, I set this intention for the coming 12 months. You can say it out loud. I can't hear you. I set this intention for the coming 12 months. And I release this to the universe to allow this or something better. I release this to the universe asking for this or something better. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And if you are ready, you're now going to take your piece of paper and you're going to rip it up. Activating your intention with every rip. If you had a fire in front of you, you'd be burning it. And if you don't want to rip, then maybe you're folding. Maybe you're drawing little hearts all over your page because you can't bring yourself to rip anything. But you're just drawing hearts and stars and flowers. And you're activating that intention for 2025. Opening it up to the universe. Breathing it in. Perhaps you're clutching it to your heart. Maybe you're setting it on the table. And when you are complete, you say, this work is complete. Breathing that in. Breathing that out. And with that, our ritual is complete. In a minute, I'm just going to turn off the recording and give each one of you an opportunity to share whatever feels relevant to share. It's an opportunity to give a voice when you're not muted to these intentions and empower them even more. Everyone who's done the year of you knows that it is our practice to go in and listen to the body. It is our practice to learn to respond to it with accuracy and efficiency and love and compassion. And it is our intention to give voice to the deeper life purpose, the Dharma inside of us. And so I invite you to stay on the call, and I invite you to do our sister share circle and give more activation to those intentions. So lovely. Thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed this recording. Now I am turning.